Ali replied, the pursuit of interests. Save Feng replied, that's right, when the traders are conscious. Our goods are superior. They'll spontaneously bring our goods back to their own country to get the benefit, but to quickly sell out the goods. They'll help us spread the word. Goods Han New Dynasty is the best in Fabro. Save the plan. Consumption of foreign trade. Han Dynasty to the hand. Say more. Until then, it will be much easier for us to do business. Golden slice of pizza, soaked in melted cheese. The smell of LAN came to my mouth. Bite off a piece of crispy toast. But the inside is still soft and chewy cheese fat. Beef soaked in salty zebra sauce with fresh vegetables. This piece of cake is just a human bite. Chewing, all the senses are awakened. All the senses take people straight to heaven. The pro traders just ate. Just roared in joy. Delicious, so really delicious. It's several times more than our face cake. This pizza pro mixers will definitely love. I see the trader so excited. The Taurus of Trongen replied with a smile. Ha ha ha, everyone likes it is good. A happy businessman came to Tears and said, I didn't say that. The people of the city are so happy. The next guy agreed and asked, do you want to rent this place? Blonde name reciprocates. Not hired anymore. Our little Kier must be completely unsold. Sell it cheap and quickly recover some money. The Kier is worried about saying so. To the stupid words of Kier, the blonde replied, you idiot, of course, have to give up your position to buy things from Chang'an. You see, our stuff here really doesn't sell. Like it doesn't mean our empire doesn't like to joke. The white man stood up happily. That's right, if it's that good. The other dishes would be no less. The blonde is probably the leader of the mercantile trade. Towards the Taurus said, I asked you to take us for a walk. Olaf is happy to respond. This is my job. Try it at the supermarket today. If you want to do business, it's worth the most. The Fabro traders were taken to the supermarket by Olaf. Just arrived at the door, these people were gaping in wonder. Phantom. This place looks very exciting. Looking at the crowd of people, Chen pushed in front of the door. That name was also there. If we place the goods, half of these people are too good. Olaf saw the Kier people standing stupidly. Just call. I'll show you something. Inside the supermarket, people will look at strange things on the shelves and say, all the things I've never seen. Olaf proudly replied, of course, these things are currently only available in Chang'an City. Then to the water stall. Olet Sports Real Estate World Thew this. Water is something that makes the body smell better. This is only for rich people in Chang'an. We can use it. Very much liked by women. Look at the tiny pink water bottle on Teolet. The traders are too expensive. 1 gold per jar. The leader looked back with interest. Just good goods. Some of this money can be recovered. Go back and sell 5 gold. Where did the Kier traders go? They're all in the car too. Make the customers in the supermarket dark. You see, the people are so excited. Come on, good stuff. It's not just these. The merchant leader thought in his mind. Good stuff is good. They're all a little small. Then kindly ask Olaf, right? Is there a place that is cheap and has a lot of quantity? It's just these things that make a trip across the sea. It doesn't feel good. Olaf turned around and asked him what he wanted to try. The Kier name replied, fabric. The best food is the specialty of the Han dynasty. There's also a department store. Please rest assured to deliver it to me. Satisfaction guarantee. At Tuesday's clothing store. The traders are gaping in wonder. Because of quality and price. This class fabric. There are only two. I'm in Da, sir. This is a second-class fabric, and there's a better one. The quality and price are good. And the merchant said, give me 500 of these. 300 pieces of fabric type A. Toji saw that and was happy to give traders alike. Compliment the generous guests. Then they went back to the box store. Merchant, in white. I'm drowning in the wonderful taste of food. This place is so good to make money. The head of the business is closing the deal. Give me 1,000 boxes. The next place is the Ola pottery shop. This is also what the Han dynasty has. The old man replied happily. It's good to take 300. And then he showed me a necklace with jewel 6. Make the leader buy it for me. But the mushroom in the back stopped him. Wait, whisper in the boss's ear. Money is not enough anymore. Later, I had to hire a boat back to the port. This made the black boss empty of words. At the harbor, looking at the towering pile of chemicals. He grumbled, mushroom head. I'm not a leopard. I don't know if I bought a lot. The white man replied softly. No SAO until then sell raw will earn more. This is all money. Trade union boss, I'm talking to the captain. The captain helped us get the goods up. The captain gladly accepted the bag of money. Must endure. We have signed a contract, and tomorrow will be on time. And then back to the New Tagai today. Thank you. Olaf politely replied, Mr. Phantom, so politely. Now that my work is done, I'm back. Olaf was going to turn around and leave. He was retained by the merchant. I have one. I would like to invite you to join us in the boat. How to take a trip to our Fabro. Olaf seemed surprised. The money fan continued. Because you know these things. Until sold, you can help us introduce Thea with peace of mind. Of course, the rent is 3 times that of the tour guide. That's not right. I'll give you $100. Olaf timidly scratched his head. Maybe I'll have to think about this. Then install it and go. Poor fellow with hands say hello. Yes, before we go. You can come find us at any time. Olaf happily agreed. The traders just left. Your name has changed your face. Dark face danger. Then he went to a deserted building. The man in the black coat spoke. You have to go to Confucius. He came in and said, shut up. I'm a shameless thief. The guy said the right sign and sat down. What's the situation? Installed cell report. Normal contact with the target. Favorable introduction of items with the goal. Not cause suspicion. Like a special situation. They invited me to their country. I didn't refuse. Like saying we need to think more. The man in the black coat handed her a brochure. If so, just say yes. The organization has a new mission for you. Olaf hands out the dossier. Is to set up an intelligence point at Fabro or SAO. The black cloak replied yes. The task record box says understood. On a sea of fog. 3 big boats gliding on the sea. On the boat, lake-stripping transvestite sister looks forward talking. We're finally out of the storm. Suddenly, there was a loud report. The man in front spotted the boat. The surprised lake. What has to be a squadron of watercraft? The Kier said, I don't know if the enemy is sad. The hateful angry queen. Order to be prepared to fight. Everyone is ready to say yes. There's another calf on the boat with a voice. How can you feel their sadness? Is the Fabro's man no stone? Not see clearly. Big CA, the fog is thick here too far. This fleet is from the Tozola Empire. The voice just spoke. It's from Prince Nail and Prince Nemo. The prince looked towards the unidentified boat. In front say, tell soldiers to raise their spirits. You may have to start a war. The two princes who understood the situation said yes. At the airport of Trongen, go to the spacecraft. Ellie went behind to ask the young master, do you really want to go to matchmaking or SAO? Du Feng replied yes. There's a fleet of boats coming. It could be an army, it could be a new enemy. So I'm going to go there. Big and small things in the Middle East. Let me handle it temporarily. The wind just said, I studied the material in my hand. Mina in the back stood up and pulled up her shirt. The wind is worried. Master, it's too dangerous to go there. Ellie agrees, right? Smiling uncle gave the document to Ellie. Rest assured. You have to believe in our power. There will be no Mina SAO. I feel this trip again. Maybe there will be unexpected joy. At the same time in the area near the Sea of King High Matches, there's a girl with purple hair, hanging on a big wooden crate floating in the sea. The girl is all wet. 8 looked forward and said, how long have you been playing? Led to this situation. Let's talk about a few days ago on a stormy night. But lightning strikes the sea. The big waves make the boat wobble. Loud voices of direction, trying to muffle the storm wind down, sad to slow down the big waves. In the cockpit, people are nervous to drive the boat. Follow the boat ahead. The road went by Theo. Stay calm. Not able to lower the chamber wire is broken. The sailor screamed, breaking the rope and quickly controlling the chamber. The boat's speed is too fast. The boat is getting stronger and stronger. The boats behind them shouted. The boat ahead is about to be taken. The boat is not strong enough to resist the wrath of nature. The ocean sank the ship. This purple-haired girl, I'm lucky to be stuck in an empty box. Lucky to escape death. We were at sea for a few days, she refunded exhausted regretfully said. Looks like I have to die here. The girl fell down. I don't know that it's not far. There's 2 fish coming out of the water watching her. Over the city of matchmaking, Sei Feng using binoculars to observe 2 fleets at sea. Put the binoculars down. Ask as if you know there is no such thing. The fisherman replied, it's not clear. But the fish had to look at him, and soon there would be news. Suddenly, there was a loud voice. Detective Team Ba is back. He also brought a spirit. Surprised to turn people, oh. Spirit is mentioned. It's the purple-haired girl floating on the Kier Sea. Maybe they were saved by the CAs. Sitting in front of the fire. Trembling tell me my name is Jenny. I'm from the La Sun Empire. I'm with the Marquis. But in the ocean, there's a big wave, and my boat sank. As the Lord came to ask, how many people do you have in total? A girl named Lin, afraid of the sea stone, probably for 4,000 to 5,000 people. Me and them don't go the same way. I sneak into the boat. I just want to go to 6. Sit down in front of the little girl. Don't be afraid. Tell me, do you have anything to do with water? She was calmer. I said, this must be my enemy. I just listen to other people. He stood up and pointed to the distant boat. Let's see if there are any boats. She looked for a moment and said yes. On the right there on the left is the Marquis of Leicester's fleet. Len Feng told everyone too. She down resting for good care of her. Go to the wall. Watch the two boats. Like your Majesty's Congress, we have to do SAO. Save the wind, not in a hurry. Have to add a few people to grow them first. Let's see what they do. Little girl Jenny is taken down to rest. On a boat exchange La Sun, lake stripping lay sister sitting on the desk running map. Ask the subordinates, our supplies can last for a few days. The servant replied, 3 days. The Marquis shouted furiously, we have to get ashore before then. Suddenly, another subordinate went and said, Master, confirmed and confronted by the people of the Torala Empire. I hear that, the Marquis said in a surprised voice. On the boat side Dazilla. 2 princes lead by spirit on opposite boat. Just go and say, the whole boat opposite has news of the arrival. He must be a member of the La Sen Empire. The great prince breathed a sigh when he heard that. You're not a Fabro. Otherwise, it will be very troublesome. Find in Hatin Linda. I am here on behalf of the Marquis. This is just a misunderstanding. The prince shook his hand. If so, we don't. We need to talk about going ashore. What do people plan? The Kier name replied, Lord Lake, prepare to write to the opposite city. Request to land. Waiver of unnecessary disputes. I want to ask you to do it together. If they refuse, we also invite you to join us. To attack the same interest later. The prince said yes, ha ha ha. Of course, it doesn't matter. In the office, Fong is studying the document. He told us to let them meet the shore. If Zero is successful. If you want to fight, fight them as if they were your enemy. As you say with a loud voice, yes, your majesty. On the fleet of the La Sun Empire, the subordinate's name announced, the Marquis must be the team of that city Ra. Then, the Baron turned to see if Ra had refused. Across from our fleet of such large ships, dare to welcome the war. They are arrogant. Give them a lesson. Kier obeyed the order and said yes. The boat side of the Torala Empire. The prince drew his sword. Tell the people below. The soldiers are fighting. Let's crush humanity. The people below correspond. But soon after, these guys followed suit. No more fighting, no more fighting, we surrender. Their boat was smashed. It's just debris in the sea. They try to hang on to the leftover wood. In the city of matchmaking, the sound of sneezing, stunning wind sitting on the chair. Behind them are Mina and the fisherman. The great prince, knight of Tazilla and Marquis Playcaster of La Sun, is shivering and bowing his head, says, Thank you, your majesty, for agreeing to let us dock. He immediately denied it. Wait. I didn't say yes. Let you go ashore. You trespassed upon the Han dynasty. I haven't even calculated this debt to you. The lake said in fear. Sorry about this. We're sorry, sir. It's just that we wanted to get there too soon. The cold hand is your business. I didn't ask for much. Want to dock is also compensated. 7 wars for the Han dynasty. You can dock. Heard about being docked. The great prince spoke loudly. Your Majesty's room, Toyota Empire. We are willing to pay 5,000 gold. The number startled the lake a year ago. He also said B. Your Majesty, I also agree to pay 5,000. Liu Feng contemptuously replied, 5,000, I want 100,000 gold coins. The two men were screaming. Mina was a little surprised by Liu Feng's atmosphere. The Great Deer Flag Prince is angry to storm you. He was stopped by the Marquis and calmed down. This is just raising the price to trick us. Then he laughed and said, 100,000 is too big. Now we can't really get it out. Maybe we'll add 2. You can't stand up, Mina. Let's go see that. The captain called out to His Majesty to stop. Then stammered, 10 gold coins. This is the most we can do. The prince also answered His Majesty. More we can't get. Mina then said to help the young master that they did not seem to have. Yes, I know. Then the wind continues. It costs at least 300,000 gold. The king's name trembled. Your Majesty, there is no intention here today. The Marquis also said, you can't. Liu Feng said, don't worry, I know now. You really don't have that much gold. But that doesn't mean your empire doesn't exist. The name of the lake is North Nung. It's like the team has no way of hiding until we get back to the water. Save the wind and continue, so you pay 100,000 first. I can let you go ashore and fix it. Then you get off the boat. It's got to be half of our commercial escort team. To pick you up. You need to get the money back when the goods are sold out. Until then, I'll let you leave in peace. The prince heard that, and what a joke. The road is the empire. You can be a hostage. Then you can't say it out loud. This is not meant to be the case. Like a loud and disrespectful shout back. Come to the room and say that. So now you take 200,000 gold coins and leave. The great prince gritted his teeth and said, you want to force us to die? Laughing at you, ha ha ha. You don't have that status. The Marquis patted his shoulder, stopped the prince from speaking angrily. But your Majesty, if we hand over 10 pieces of gold for the day, we can't feed the rest of the riders. Until then, when they rebelled, we also have to die. Save the wind and rest assured. I'll arrange the work for you. You can rest assured to stay and earn money. When I heard the great prince, I was horrified. You have to work. The lake earl said softly to the prince, lowered the deer flag. I know you're angry, but it's not right in front of you. We'll tear off face with her. You have to go ashore and adjust it first. The prince did not want to agree. If you bite your teeth, thank you. That smiling wind, we have fun together. The Black Prince thought in his head. I remember this debt well. Liu Feng said to Niu Dai, then just sort it out like I'm angry, find them a job. Many of our buildings need people. Don't waste these people. As a great wave of hands, according to military orders, yes. Liu Feng continued, don't let them land on the coast of Qinghai. To St. Min Lam. Later, the city of Hadium was a semi-militarized border crossing, foreign affairs of the Han dynasty. It is not suitable for many enemy soldiers to survive. The fisherman asked the door. Translation template. If a merchant comes later, save ask their translation sample target. If you confirm that there are no errors, give it away, but it's only limited to the city of matchmaking. Finished listening, as if you understood, and said yes, master. How does a girl named Lin Kier solve it? She's been needing a lot of pen and paper lately. He said he wanted to paint. Mina heard that in surprise and asked with her mouth wide open. Possibly a spy. I've been thinking for a while. Don't jump to conclusions and call her. If you're really a spy, we can build on that. Spirit, Jenny was brought in front of the exile, afraid to say. Your Majesty, you called me. The wind saw that. I heard you know how to draw. Can you show me? She took the picture to the wind. Of course, this is my honor. Just look at it and think about it. Mina stood by in surprise. Oh, aha. Your Majesty, Jenny is beautiful. Look at the landscapes in front of you. Thoughts are all unimportant places. But it's still undetermined. She's not a spy. I looked at her, and when I had to. Yours is beautiful. Jenny replied, thank you very much. Go ahead and say that. If you agree, you can come back to school with us. There is a lack of teachers. Salary per month is 1 silver. Listen to the invitation, attractive little girl, bright face stone. Every month, my real money. I didn't expect it. I can rely on this to make money for myself. The wind says so. You prepare yourself. We'll call you when you leave. Girl bow head multi yes, thank you, Your Majesty. Mina turned to the young master. Why do I feel this girl doesn't look like a spy? Follow the wind. She's reviewing. Make me happy. Get out of the room. Say that. I don't know if I have to go back and make contact. I told you to pay attention. Where's the Fapro team? They're not going to disappear like that. Mina said yes. It's late at night. The moon is shining in the sky. At a certain month, a boat has just landed. A woman stepped onto the shore. The people on the next scene welcomed you to finally arrive. Your Majesty, we have been waiting for you for a long time. The boat has just arrived. This dock is a Princess Adventure Kingdom Phase Pro. Standing arms folded, look at the people behind the guards. In the Kingdom Palace. In the temple. On a theologian sitting on a throne. The staff just returned to report. Master Teacher. Right. Nguyen Thong Knights were locked up in the royal firm. We're still thinking about how to contact them. But there's no result. The Eastern food is not enough. There may be a famine. Prices in the metropolitan area are divided. Doing so will make people angry. The anti-hand cardinal said angrily. There's no good news. Then he turned to ask the southern subordinate how it was. The servant replied, Grand Cardinal, related to the suppression of the southern district. Still 7, they've arrived in the middle city. It's on the other side now. Reorganize and concentrate the army. A group of officials heard that and talked. I'm not going to the garden soon. The Kier name replied, I heard that the gods in those cities. There's no good ending. The angry cardinal near the SAO voice here, Timothy. The princess stepped in. Some people into perspective wonder if that person is. Who is another named Stone, do not know. The guard saw her walk in screaming. Who are you? I don't know if women can come back later. I look at your eyes. What do you want me to do? The cardinal told the Kier guard to back down. The man bowed his head and said, Yes, Cardinal. Teacher lady in front of Stone. Welcome here. Princess Adventure, I know what you mean by coming here from the Black Cross. The princess replied coldly, the words of the school textbook. Stop it, teacher. We are all in a hurry. You didn't want to talk when you asked me to come. Not SAO. The cardinal replied, well, according to the agreement, you gave me 4,000 horsemen. I'll give you a place to stay and food. A guy comes forward. Give the princess the contract. Just read the agreement. She just said when to give food. The cardinal, I've arranged for someone to prepare. We just need to sign an alliance agreement. Food will be given to you immediately. The princess of the treaty table said, a predetermined word. The princess left. The people below panicked. A guy said the cardinal. Just like that, let the Fabro troops in. It's too dangerous. It's thousands of riders. What if the cardinal raised his hand? Any large army needs food. His smile carried some sinister parts. Your hands are tight. Don't forget that their food is in our hands. Give her food once every 2 days. You can pull. They can't have enough food in their hands. The servant replied yes. At night at the port, a lot of ships dock. The god of the spear was waiting. Princess Adventure goes to. Just arrived, he said. Your Majesty, your people are now ashore. You should give us someone. We said, even though we were on the beach. But not our food. Why don't we see anything? The god replied, why not? This boat is the food we prepare. Without looking at the side of the ship. The man of the spear is playing us. We have so many people. Just in a food boat. The guy rushed to shit. This must be us. Food preparation also takes time. We also respect the face. I don't want people to be hungry. Give food 2 days ago to everyone. If your Majesty is not pleased, so we're giving food away. We have to wait for all our food to arrive. I'll send you later. When he finished, he turned and left. The princess spoke in English.